the WNBA on 2K Sports. Welcome in, everybody. And tonight, we'll see the New York Liberty as they go up against the Phoenix Mercury. This is Blake Suniga alongside Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi, and we're excited for some 2K hoops. Here's Petty. As a fan, if you've got the need for speed, you're in for a treat tonight.
Oh, I always have the need for speed. I mean, across the league, every year, the pace seems to increase. And these teams, they really push it.
Then again, who knows? A couple key half-court sets could really determine the outcome here.
Now here is Stewart. Cans it from downtown.
You just have to love watching Stewart shoot. Uses the pass to get in rhythm, knock down the shot.
Jacks up a three, and Sabrina Ionescu good for three.
How about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Yeah, terrific little back and forth right there, Tim.
It's been a lot of fun to watch.
Now here's Cardoso. Petty, she's guarded by Hayes. Nice shot by Petty.
Well, you have to commit to your shot, and Shea Petty knows how important that is. So even against a strong defense, she goes for it 100% into it.
Here's Ionescu. Outside Hayes. And Brianna Stewart with the block. First quarter play with about a minute and a half gone by. Jackson. And she lobs up toward the rim. 4 on the clock. And the ball out of play. The Liberty will have it.
There's no excuse for that turnover. That's just a straightforward pass gone wrong.
Now here is Stevens. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
It's rare to see bigs move as smoothly as Stevens, and she just controls her body with such poise. It's really fun to see.
Now here is Stewart. Over Stevens. And no good trying to use the glass. And while Brianna Stewart has a lot of years left in the tank, she's already in the GOAT conversation.
It's crazy. I mean, you know, she's had 5 straight top 3 finishes in MVP race. She's already won every award, every title, you know, in college, internationally, WNBA. She's on a path unmatched in the history of the game.
For 3, Tiffany Hayes. Tries again. And Hahn with the lay-in.
The long arms of Han Shu coming in handy there.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first quarter. Jackson outside. Stewart. That's in. She's got 2 made now, and she's shooting 2 for 3.
Hard to stop, guys. She poses a ton of matchup problems for any opponent.
Sabrina Ionescu from outside. It's good from long range.
A lethal sniper from outside the arc. The D has to rush Ionescu and run her off that 3-point line.
Now here's Clarendon. Pass to Stewart. Left side Jackson. Stewart. Fires for 3. And it's Ionescu with the rebound. New York in the lead. Hayes, Petty defending. Now Zondalacini. Pass to Hayes. Here's Ionescu. Clarendon covering. Ionescu can't get it to go.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The D got lucky. Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim. So good idea to take the transition 3.
Now here's Ionescu. Clarendon covering. Here's the 3. Out of bounds. Liberty ball as New York keeps possession.
Substitution on the court.
High post on Shu. To the wing, right side. Stevens the screen. Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. That ball is in the basket. She's now shot 6 and made 3.
I mean, that shot just becomes effortless for her when the defense is so relaxed like that.
Harris, she's guarded by Alaman. To the inside, and it's out of bounds. The Mercury able to retain possession here.
A nice play to get a hand to that pass and tip it out of bounds.
She was just a hair away from coming up with the steal there. Good effort.
Outside Clarendon. Outside Stewart. Just 5 on the clock. And again, Phoenix with the triple.
She's having quite the quarter here, shooting the ball really well and just an impressive performance on all cylinders.
Now here's Alaman. Pass to Stevens, all alone. A rebound by Camila Cardoso.
They got lucky. And the defense is taking a big chance, leaving her open behind the arc. And I'm not sure I'm okay with that game plan.
Jackson with the ball. She's guarded by Hayes. Now Stewart. And stolen by Hayes. Ionescu outside. Alema. Can't hit from in close. And the Mercury with possession. When you think about Phoenix Mercury basketball, Diana Taurasi's the first player that comes to mind.
DT's been in the Valley of the Sun since 2004, never leaving for another organization. She's been here so long. A few of her current teammates were in preschool when she joined Phoenix.
Well, this is the toughness you get with Breanna Stewart. She refuses to back down from pesky defenders.
What you gotta love about Stewie, she's a flat-out winner at every single level.
Yeah, she led Connecticut to 4 consecutive national championships. She's won multiple gold medals, WNBA Finals MVP in 2018 and 2020. I mean, what more can you ask for?
Well, we're approaching the halfway mark of the season, so what should teams be focused on right now?
Well, it's a key part of the schedule, and you have to answer the big question as the deadline gets closer. Are we a buyer or a seller?
Yeah, I agree, and I'll add in this. Rotations, they're very important. They should be figured out by this point of the year. I think the testing out phase of the season is over. It's full steam ahead. With how many different ways Ionescu can beat you, I mean, she is a nightmare to guard.
You want to talk about a well-rounded player? Sabrina Ionescu can really do it all.
And we knew this about her early on. She was the only player in college basketball history, male or female, with 2,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, and 1,000 assists. I mean, think about that for a moment. She is a special, special talent.
Now here's Jackson. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. To the paint. Stewart with the ball, working on Stevens. Stewart can't hit. The Liberty trail. Here's Ionescu. Second shot opportunity. No good that time. Some solid defense there from Camila Cardoso.
Yeah, she's been off her game this quarter. Just hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go down.
Pass to Jackson. Cardoso, covered by Ionescu. Foul called that time on the way up, and that'll give her 2 chances at the free throw.
Second team
You
foul.
don't want to get in the habit of letting the offense get right to the rim.
And that's the message they were sending with that foul, saying nothing easy inside with that one.
Yeah, but they got to play a little bit better defense before they get inside.
And at 6'7", the strength and size of Camila Cardoso, so tough to handle.
Well, she puts that frame to work, doesn't she? She's a force inside and a very exciting young player.
Now here's Gustafson on a screen. Clock at 6. Here's Martin. Knocks down the 3 ball. And it's a tie ball game.
Come on. You can't leave her alone like that, especially from long range.
Now here's Harris. She's guarded by Alaman. Harris can't hit. And it's New York's ball. Here's Hahn. And there's the 3-second violation.
Substitution on the court.
Now here's Harris. She's guarded by Aleman. For 13, uses the glass to drop it in.
Well, it's obvious that Harris doesn't lack confidence, guys, especially when it comes to shooting the ball.
Pass to Martin. Alema. Lays it up and banks it in.
Ran her defender straight into that screen to open up the lane to the hoop.
Now Cannon. Harris. And here's Cannon. Clock at 4. Pass to Petty. There's the triple. The second chance effort. Mack can't get it to go. Here's New York now. And here's Zandalicini. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her.
They had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And when she's open like that, you don't see her miss that sort of look very often.
Now here's Petty. Hahn grabs the miss.
Yeah, remember that. And that's not an opportunity she fails to convert very often.
Now Zandalicini. Pass to Alema. From deep. That one falls. Her second basket of the game. She is now 2 for 3.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Here's Cannon. They waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Just trading punches from long range.
It's been a heavyweight fight.
Pass to Martin. Now Zandalicini. Here's Martin. On with the ball. We're at the end of one in a close game so far. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Neither team able to jump out ahead as we begin the second quarter. And what do you guys think about the Mercury here in this one?
It's been fun to watch. Everybody out there looking to make the extra pass in the first quarter.
I'll tell you what stands out for me. It's been a total team effort out there. Just fantastic basketball being played.
From 12 feet out, it's hauled in by Cannon.
Well, I'm going to say the defense got pretty lucky right there because she's going to make a lot more of those than she misses when she gets that much.
Check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates on the same page.
Pass to Martin. Aleman with it. Harrison the screen. To the middle. Terrific assist and a nice finish. Just a solid play all around.
Great footwork by Harrison, so active. A very nice pick and roll partner who will cut hard.
Now here's Samuels. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Pass to Harris. Rebound, New York. Here's Martin. Zandalicini, covered by Harris. And here's Martin. Aleman with it. This one for 3. That one's all good. She's now 3 for 5 from the field.
She had her head on a swivel and was able to still pick up the pass and get the assist.
to Harris. Now here's Samuelson. From 15 feet away, good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
You might not expect her to shoot from here, but Samuelson's a high IQ player, understands the value of the mid-range J.
Past Alama. Here's Gustafson. Down low. Alama. And it's good. 2 points.
Yeah, she's played an important role in her offense today, and really without her, they might not have the lead right now.
And this is her first trip to the line tonight. The Mercury trail. Timeout called the Mercury. Well, Megan Gustafson was the original star from Iowa, scoring 28 points per game as a senior.
Yeah, she didn't get, the hype of the latest Iowa star, Caitlin Clark. Megan, though, was a National Player of the Year herself, and the lefty has been a quality WNBA player.
Phoenix Mercury dancers.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Here's Samuelson. Rebound, New York.
She had all the space she needed, but just could not find the bottom of the bucket.
Past Alama. And here's Harrison. Shot clock at 5. Gustafson. It's good on the putback.
Good work on the boards. Allowed them to get multiple looks on the same trip and really made the defense work.
Now Harris. She's guarded by Alaman. Here's the pick. Shoots from the line. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Soft touch around the rim. You don't want Harris to catch you out of position inside.
Pass to Zandalasini. Alama, covered by Harris. Now here's Alaman. Guarded closely. Gustafson with it. Inside. Here's Harrison. That one falls. Her second basket of the game. She is now 2 for 3.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it seems like it's come from inside the paint. Buckle up on defense.
Yeah, it's time to collapse down and make them shoot jumpers.
Now here's Harris. Pass to Petty. Takes the 3. The basket is good. That's her 6th attempt and her 3rd make.
And Petty reads defenses so well, she's skilled at understanding when to rise and fire.
Zandalasini. She's guarded by Samuelson. Now here's Alaman. Let's go with a 3. It's hauled in by Cannon. Samuelson outside. Pass to Petty. Harris with it. There's the 3. Gustafson with the rebound. Here's Martin. Petty defending. And here's Martin. Here's Gustafson. Banked in off the glass.
They continue to get it inside. The defense struggling to just contain them.
And look, when you make 5 in a row from in tight like they have, it also just takes pressure off of your perimeter guys.
Great point.
Here's Mack. Trailing by 5. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Now here's Alaman. She's got 11. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Well, I just think an illegal screen, it's one of the toughest calls for an official to make.
Yeah, you have to appreciate how difficult a job they have to do when it comes to making calls like that. It's not as easy as people might think.
And the refs in this league just do a great job.
Now here's Harris. Pass to Stewart. They set the screen. And again, Phoenix no good. Here's Alima. Ionescu. Harrison sets a screen. Ionescu misses. Now Harris. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
First personal foul.
That's on Isabel Harrison.
As a talented scorer and rebounder, Breanna Stewart is a threat on both sides of the ball. But on offense especially, she can really be a nightmare to try and guard.
Now here is Stevens. That's tipped. Pass to Ionescu. Lets it go from deep. That's in. Coming off an assist from Honshu.
She's starting to pick up from what she accomplished in the first quarter, where she made 3 of her 3-point attempts.
Now here's Clarendon, covered by Ionescu. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And this is her first free throw of the game.
Seconds, 2 foul.
And she can't get the first
The
one.
line for Phoenix, Leisha Clarendon.
And no luck at the stripe this time. Second miss. Pass to Hahn. It's tipped. And here's Hayes, guarded by Jackson. Back to Hahn. From the arc. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Here's Petty. She's got 7. Clarendon with it. She's covered by Hahn. Right side Clarendon. Down low. Pass to Petty. The 3. And the 3 ball is good.
That's her second from long range in the quarter. After a slow first period, she's rolling.
New York calls timeout.
That coach wants to get everybody on the same page out there and maybe change up some things as well.
Yeah, that's probably a good timeout. You might as well talk things through.
And kind of change that game plan as well.
Pass to Hahn. Hayes. Petty defending. Outside Hayes. It's good. She scores. That's her first basket after missing her first 2 attempts. 1 for 3. Phoenix trailing here. Now here's Jackson. Petty. Back to Jackson. Up and in from the low block.
She is one of the best when it comes to making the sweet lead pass.
Outside Stevens. Pass to Sandalacini. Now here is Ionescu. Clarendon covering. Fires from 14. And it's Breanna Stewart with the rebound. Phoenix with the ball. They trail by 3. Here's Cardoso. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
That pass allowed her to get straight to the rim in perfect stride.
Here's Sandalacini, guarded by Jackson. Sabrina Ionescu from outside. An absolute bomb from 3-point range.
This is an absolute monster performance from her. She is just torching them from behind the arc.
Now here's Clarendon. Over Ionescu. And it's blocked by Sabrina Ionescu.
What a display of timing and awareness from Ionescu. She was ready for that block.
The 3 ball. Here's Hahn. And she battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
They've really turned it around offensively.
Oh, you know, anytime you can make more than half of your shots, you'll take that any day.
Now here's Petty. She's got 10. Gets it to drop, and she's now shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
I love the take from Petty, putting the onus on the defense.
New York in the lead. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Sabrina Ionescu from outside buries the long-range jumper.
She's on pace to have an all-time shooting performance if the defense continues to allow her to knock these down.
Now here's Petty. She's guarded by Hayes. Here's Stewart. Misses the baby hook. And so that's the end of the first half. It's the Liberty. They're up by 7. And don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. The second half just about to get going here. And, you know, no surprise, but Ionescu has been exceptional here, guys.
And those threes have been dropping for her. Absolute dead-eye shooting in that first half.
Yeah, I'll say. I mean, this could not have been a more productive day for her from long range.
Outside Stevens. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Breanna Stewart. That's her first foul. Pass is on Delazzini. Ionescu has it. The tray. And again, it's the Liberty from deep.
Oh, I think she owes the three-pointer dinner because it's been her best friend today, no question.
Well, it has been today anyway. I mean, look, most of her points have been courtesy of the deep ball.
Clarendon. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her.
First personal foul.
So far in the game, she's 0 for 2 at the line.
At the line for your Phoenix Mercury, Leisure.
And so she hits both. Ionescu has it. Lets the three fly. And it's Petty with the rebound.
Even without that 3-ball dropping for her, the defense should have done way more on that last play.
Yeah, I mean, the D's got to be better as a coach. You can't stand seeing her having that much space to get her shot off.
Ionescu outside. Pass to Stevens. Back to Ionescu. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot from the wing. Here's on. And a great assist that time by Sabrina Ionescu as that one goes in.
The big setter, Shu, with the quick trigger.
Here's Cardoso. She's covered by Hahn. Now Petty. Pass to Clarendon. Left side, Stewart. Misses from close range. And the Liberty with possession here. And for Sabrina Ionescu, her three-point shooting took a massive leap in year 4.
Well, you know, it's something Ionescu has worked very hard on. You look at her first 3 years in the league, she shot just 33% from deep. But year 4, that percentage shot up to 45%, and it was on major volume. Sabrina leading the WNBA in three-pointers made.
Now here's Cardoso. For Hahn. Hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
That's a clean look they gave her there, fellas. And, I mean, she drains those. So I wouldn't give her too many of those looks if I was the defense.
New York calls timeout.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Outside Hayes. From downtown.
They grab their own miss.
And that one's good on.
And they continue to control the glass.
I think they've been the more physical team, guys, and that's why they're ahead.
Usually the more physical, more aggressive team wins the game.
Now here's Clarendon. She's got 5. Back to Jackson. 5 on the clock. Pass to Petty. From past the arc. New York with the rebound. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Here's Hahn. Now Stevens, guarded by Jackson. And the layup's good off the glass.
That's a great example of Stevens' comfortability and focus around the basket. So effective down there.
Now a timeout called by Phoenix.
Please give a big round of applause for this squad.
Outside Clarendon. Tries to keep it alive. Outside Hayes. Pass to Stevens. Shoots it. The three-pointer off the mark. And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Now here's Jackson. Cardoso. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Stewart. Stevens grabs the board.
If she can get to the rim, she'll usually turn it into points, but the defense stood tall there.
Here's Hayes. Pass to Stevens. Zandalasini, defended by Stewart. And the ball out of play, the Mercury will have it.
Really careless turnover. That should have been the simplest of exchanges.
And here's Clarendon. 5 points in the game. To the inside. And stolen by Azare Stevens. Pass to Hayes. Back to Ionescu. Launches it. And it's Petty with the rebound.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot.
Cardoso. And here is Stewart. She's guarded by Hayes. 5 to shoot. Pass to Clarendon. Outside Stewart. Tries to snap the cold streak. The shot comes out.
She hit a couple threes in the first, but so far, just unable to get uncorked here.
Outside Hayes. Outside Stevens. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Tiffany Hayes.
A prototypical stretch 4. Stevens' range extends way beyond the three-point line.
And Brian, teams always benefit from having a reliable veteran around, and Azurá Stevens definitely fits that mold.
Yeah, a seasoned player who has won a championship. Stevens knows what it takes to win at the highest level, and she can set the tone on the floor for her younger teammates.
So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots next.
A gutsy move by Petty against an aggressive defender, securing herself a trip to the line.
First trip to the line for her here. That free throw missing.
You have to like how assertive Petty can be out on the floor. Even when opponents have the upper hand physically, she takes it to them.
And the second free throw, good. Now here's Aleman. She's got 11. Outside Stevens. To the paint. Alema. Here's Harrison. Good on the three-point shot.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
You're right, 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now Harris. They set the pick. Pass to Petty. Fires the 3. She scores her 6th bucket from the floor with that one. And she's shot the ball 11 times.
Well, she's shot a very good percentage today, and her team has needed every last bit of it.
Alema, covered by Harris. Outside Stevens. Alema. Pass to Hahn. To the middle. Aleman with it. Fires from deep. No, it doesn't. Her 4th miss in 8 attempts. Now Petty. Harris.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Up top, Petty. For 3. It's hauled in by Harrison. Here's Martin. Soft touch off the glass.
When you're 6'3" like Harrison, you get a nice view of the court. It allows you to see open teammates.
To the inside. And stolen by Stevens. Lets it fly from 18. Mercury with the rebound.
Great look, disappointing miss.
What happened there? I mean, that shot's almost as good as automatic.
I don't know.
Pass to Harris. Cardoso with it. Screen by Harris. To the wing on the left. 3-pointer. Stevens grabs the board. Tipped. Here's Martin. No good on the triple. Here's Petty. 16 points for her. To the paint. Here we go, one-on-one. 3-pointer. Down through the hoop it goes, and that's her 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Yeah, I don't know if it's been by design or by accident, but either way, it's been impressive.
Maybe the coach just went up to the locker room chalkboard and just put a number 3 out there.
And a basket by Cardoso.
What a dish out of the pick and roll. Harris is certainly a cerebral point guard, guys.
Now here's Aleman, covered by Harris. Aleman with it. 14 points for her. Stevens. The fader. It's not going to go for her. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's the Liberty, up by 15. And coming up as soon as we return from the break. Welcome back. 4th quarter of action starting up in what has been a one-side show. And here's Harris. Outside Williams. Harris. She's guarded by Aleman. Pass to Mack. Samuelson.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that one.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Now Martin. Alema, covered by Harris. The shot. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Outside Williams. 1 minute in now to the 4th quarter. And she misses her first shot of the game. Now here's Aleman. Inside. Gustafson gets the bucket.
Took advantage of some shoddy D there. They got to at least get a finger on her.
Outside Williams. Pass to Samuelson. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Honestly, that might be the last player on the floor you want in rhythm. Can't let Samuelson get comfortable. She'll burn you.
Now Aleman. Screen by Gustafson. The offensive rebound. And a fast break now for the Mercury. Outside Williams. Pass to Harris. Puts up a 3.
That shot is good on the assist from Katie Lou Samuelson.
Well, guards like Harris need to be able to stretch the floor. And there, she does.
Here's Aleman. From 13. Here's Gustafson. And she drops in the layup off glass.
They've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding numbers too.
Yeah, it's been a gritty performance and a physical brand of basketball, but hey, that's how you win.
Bring your lunch pail.
Outside Williams. Here's Harris. Offline with the 3.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
Aleman, good.
Another bucket in the paint. That's just something they have not been able to stop today. And if they want to win this game, they got to figure out how to stop it.
You know, Brian, I think it's time to switch things up on D. What they've got going on right now is not getting it done.
Here's Harris. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Now here's Aleman. She's tightly guarded. Harrison. She's guarded by Samuelson. Pass to Aleman.
Well, that pick, it worked like a charm. A nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
A difficult situation for Phoenix. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Samuelson outside. The three is up. Harris can't hit. And so it's New York with it. One-on-one fast break. Harrison no good.
There was not a ton of congestion in the lane, and she could have done better, for sure.
And the foul on Harris. That'll be her second foul of the game.
Her first turnover of the game. Overall, she's been steady.
And it's New York's ball. The lead is 15. Here's Alema. Ionescu outside. Alema. Here's Stevens. The bank shot, no good. Harris with it. And she uses the glass on the layup.
She flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Here's New York now. It's a 13-point game. Ionescu outside. Gets it to go from downtown.
She got loose from three-point range in the first half and showing signs here in the second.
Pass to Cardoso. Stewart with the ball. She's guarded by Stevens. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Hayes with it. Picked up by Jackson. And it's Hayes missing.
She's had an off game, but her team has been able to pick up the slack and get it done here today.
Now here's Jackson. Outside Clarendon. Beyond the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Rakia Jackson.
She might not be the top sharpshooter in this league, but that's not a shot that D can afford to give to her.
Here's Ionescu. Finds the bottom of the bucket from about 13 feet out.
What a terrific night for Sabrina Ionescu, showing off her abilities as a natural-born scorer.
Pass to Jackson. Outside Clarendon. Down low. Harris. She's guarded by Aleman. And the Mercury, another three.
She's leading the way offensively. Can they ride her back into it?
Now here is Hayes, guarded by Jackson. Pass to Hahn. Aleman with it. Fades. And she can't bank that one in.
If only she can improve on what's been a shaky day for her, they could really stretch this lead out, don't you think?
To the middle. Here's Stewart. Stevens grabs the board. Here's New York now, leading by 12. Pass to Ionescu. Takes the three. Sinks the triple.
It's easier to find success in the pick and roll game when you have the kind of high basketball IQ Ionescu has.
And the Mercury call time here.
Phoenix Mercury Dancers.
And here is Stewart. And here is Petty. Pass to Clarendon. To the paint. Here's Stewart. Not gonna go that time. Azare Stevens with some nice D. Now Zandalastini. Ionescu outside. Inside. Stevens. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is safe.
I don't know if I'd call it 100% secure, but at least 98%.
I'll go 99.2.
Outside Clarendon. To the inside. Here's Stewart. The Mercury with another miss.
This has been a rough second half for her shooting the ball. She should probably adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Outside Stevens. Pass to Ionescu. Over Clarendon. And it's New York with another.
Not ignoring the middle part of the court. The more of these that Ionescu hits, the more space she'll get to operate.
Brianna Stewart from outside. Nailed from three-point land. Now Zondelasini. On with the ball. Outside Hayes. Ionescu. There's a screen by Stevens. 6 to shoot. Ionescu can't get it to go. Now here's Petty. Over Hayes. And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot 2. It goes on Tiffany Hayes.
At the line for your Phoenix Mercury.
And so she makes both from the line. And so it's New York with it. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Now here's Alaman. She's covered closely.
Feed me. Hey, watch the wall. Set it up. Hey, set it up. Hey, help me out.
And so New York takes this one by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for them. Not necessarily.